morning, everyone. I'm dressed and ready for work. Got my, let's see, there's my water. I got my shake cooling in the freezer. I'm going to have to be leaving here soon. Better get these hangers in the car. I forgot them yesterday. I got to work. Have a few things I need to hang up, and we're running out of hangers. We have plenty of hangers. Unfortunately, they all have clothing on them. And to get our hangers back to hang up more clothing, we have to sell clothing. However, I haven't been getting a lot of sales since we opened. Of course, we've only been open for a month now. So, and it takes time when you don't actually, advertise that you're open. Yeah, you don't advertise that you're open, and you just do basically what you call a soft opening. That means you're depending on word of mouth to get around and say, hey, we're open. Come shop. Yeah, you gotta advertise. Let people know, hey, we're open. Come on in. You know? Word's getting around, but we do need to advertise. I was talking to someone at work yesterday, the gal who does all our book work, about, you know, that now that things are starting to look pretty well set up in the store, we need to actually tell people to come on in and start shopping. We need to advertise saying, hey, we got this, we got this. Oh boy, I think the sprinklers came through here yesterday because everything is wet and I did not water yesterday. But it is all wet in here, and yeah, they're running the sprinklers, so I think the field sprinklers watered my raised beds last night, or yesterday. Oh boy, everything is looking nice. It is. Oh, let me show you what I'm seeing. And here we are. I mean, look at it. The pavers are all wet. The ground here is nice and soaked. Yeah, I didn't have to water a thing yesterday because they got, oh, my zucchini is doing much better. It's doing good. The squashes are taking off. The only one that's really small, oh, this one's growing out of the, okay, I think that basket needs to come off. This basket will stay on for just a little while longer to protect it, because I've learned from experience that when the robins are digging around for earthworms in here, they don't care if they tear apart the plants to get to the bugs. Oh, my honey. The honey nut squashes are almost, I think they're big enough I can take their basket off too. Time to take these baskets off. Oh, look at that beautiful nasturtium. And I wonder, do I got more? Yes, I got more ripening. Oh, look at that. And the plants are getting bigger, so I should be getting more. I like these ground cherries. Like I've said before, the flavor to me reminds me of actually like vanilla pudding. It's just so nice. Okay. Such a beautiful morning out today. It's going on 8:30, so yeah. I need to call my chiropractor and see if I'm on his schedule for this morning. I don't remember, I should be, but yeah, I've been just a little too busy to stop by his office after work. Well, before work, because now I'm working till 6. Means after work, he's closed and I'm heading home. Okay, Tiny. They're kind of leaving the strawberries alone right now. But probably because they have tons and tons of service berries, which are kind of ripening. That is, they would ripen and get nice and dark and purple if the birds would leave them. I mean, they're sweet enough when they're red. You can eat them at red. But they're fully ripe when they're purple. That's not too well because I think bugs got to it. Got a little buggy. But yeah, trying to find those fully ripe ones is hard because the birds get to them when they turn red. And I've got some really healthy birds around here. The Nanking cherries are also ready to pick, but I don't have the energy to harvest. I might harvest a few for myself. Oops, I I think those trees, I think I'm gonna just move that up. But yeah, look at this. They finally have gotten a little bit of size to them. Yeah. Gotten a little bit of size to them. They're a lot plumper. I'm going to turn that water off. The sprinkler's been on all night. I forgot to turn it off. Oops. Nope, that was the wrong one. There. Leave the soaker hose on. That needs a better soaking. Good cherries. Oh, wow. Look at that. Look at that. Sandhill cranes. A whole flock. Oh. I know you didn't see them as clearly as I did, but those are a whole flock of sandhill cranes. Actually, I think the soaker hose has done its job too. It needs to be replaced. I've got whole sections that just leak out. It's really soaked around here. In fact, I've soaked my neighbor's lawn. But I do need to come through now and get all this grass and weeds pulled out. There we go. There's one weed, and I'm pretty sure I got all the thistles yesterday. They should do much better now that I've got them well watered. Got to get all the bindweed out of here. But yeah, my lilacs will do much better if I make sure they get well soaked every week. And I've been kind of neglecting them. And the bindweed and weeds, oh god, look at those thistles. They pretty much have taken over this entire flower bed. I could use a little help getting it back under control. Let's see. Yeah. It's like, where are my irises? They're all under the bindweed. And this is why they call it bindweed. Look at how it's just big, thick vines all through here. See, look at that. Just big, thick vines. Wraps around everything, smothers it, blocks it from getting adequate water, blocks it from getting adequate sunlight. It's an invasive plant, and it is very interesting, very invasive. It can actually have root storage that goes down 10 feet deep in your soil. Average is about 6 feet. To get rid of it, you would actually have to completely remove all your topsoil and some of the subsoil and completely replace it, and it would only work until roots from neighboring properties started creeping back into your property. So about the best you can do is just pull it out as often as you can. Oh boy. Oh look, I've got irises in there. Oh. Very invasive. Yeah, I need to come through and get it out, get the grass out. Get those yellow thistles. They have yellow flowers before they bloom. Wow, look at that. It's literally covering everything. So this is, really can't get rid of it. Best you can do is keep it under control. Best time to spray it is in the fall when it's sending nutrients down into the roots. Then you can kill some of the roots. You'll never quite kill all of them. You have to use a broadleaf weed killer. Oh boy. Yeah, there's some of my irises. They're struggling to get some sunlight here. Oh boy. It's even smothering my dame's rocket back there. And it will even choke out your grass in your lawn. You let it go long enough in your lawn with just occasional mowing, and eventually you'll have no grass. It will just be well mowed carpet of bindweed. I mean, look at that. That's what I got out. Just a small area. But at least now can get some sunlight. The irises here. I've got more irises down in here. They're so small. They're not getting enough sunlight. They need lots of sunlight. Irises need sunlight to be able to develop flowers for the next year. Sunlight and water And I've even got some baby ones. And these are usually my yellow irises are in here. And they didn't bloom this year. They bloomed in years past, and they're just a real pretty yellow. But they didn't bloom this year, and they're not going to be blooming next year if I don't keep them weeded. But yeah, there. Now they can get some sunlight. Not perfect. I'll have to work on it later. And maybe get this whole bed. These are getting ready to put out their yellow flowers and spread their seeds. So I've got to get my gloves on and pull those up. They're very prickly down at the base. Because after all, they are thistles. Very thorny thistles. So much I got to get done here. And it will get done. Maybe not all at once. It's going to take a little time. Especially with me getting home late. I don't have a lot of time or energy. By the time I get home, I'm so tired. But yeah, our store's coming along. It's looking more like a store now. So yeah, got a baby iris down there. It looks almost like grass, except for it's wider. And it will get bigger if I get rid of all this stuff here, so it can at least get some sunshine. Alright, I need to work on this. Need to work on this tree. It's got more suckers coming up that all need to be trimmed down. And yeah, keep it in tree shape. And I will once more have a nice, big, beautiful Russian olive. And some people don't like them, but you know, I love the silvery leaves. I loved my last one until it just mysteriously up and died. And I was like, why are you dying? You know, you get water. But I think it got voles and pocket gophers down the roots, and the voles may have chewed up the roots, which is what killed the first one. But anyways, yeah, can't go near here without dozens of robins. Well, a lot of robins flying away. Okay, now here, you can actually see how dark that one is compared to the others. This one is more like what you want when you are picking them. Is that dark color. This one, not quite as dark, but it still has some dark areas. They'll actually be sweet enough, which is why the birds eat them when they get to this point, instead of letting them turn purple. They're in the blueberry family, the service berries are, which is why they look like blueberries. And if I kept the bush trimmed shorter and pruned up nice and short and put bird net or something over it and sprayed it for bugs, I could probably get a good harvest off of it. That's just a little extra energy, but the only difference between the service berries and the blueberries I can tell, besides blueberries having a stronger flavor, service berries are a little more seedy. They have more a seed presence, I should say, than the blueberries. You get a little bit of a soft crunch from the seeds. But yeah, look at those. I'd actually have to put like a net bag over these or something to keep the birds from getting them. But yeah, I mean, I've gotten good harvest every now and then. I had a few years where I paid for a lawn care service and they would spray, but this is what happens. See, the birds have actually been pecking at this one and they've opened it up. So it's already starting to dry out on the inside because the bird tried to peck it, it didn't come off, but they put a big gash in it. But yeah, seeds get a nice soft crunch on them. All right. All my pots look good this morning. Even the strawberry pots. And so, yeah, well, I got started on weeding. I guess I'm going to have to finish that flower bed when I get home from work tonight. No matter how tired I am, get out there and get all that bindweed out so the irises can get a good dose of sunlight. And so hopefully maybe they will bloom well next year. We'll get some good blossoms off them next spring. But anyways, I'm dawdling and I need to get going. I need to stop by my chiropractor's and see if I'm on the list for today, because I didn't write anything down, so I don't know where I am on my appointments. Need to start writing things down. So I'll talk to y'all later tonight when I get home. Have a great day, everyone. Okay. Well, good evening, folks. I did not get back to my weeding. Gonna have to work on that in the morning. I got home. I had dinner. I was done by 7:30. And then I got a text message from a lady in my church because I had posted on our church Facebook page that I was looking to see if anybody wanted any of my Nanking cherries. I got a whole bunch of, oh god, the swallows are just, I don't know. Swallows are just flitting around like crazy. I got tree swallows. They got shorter tails than the barn swallows. But, oh god, they are just all over the place. I'm getting interrupted by birds. Anyways, I got this bush, I got that bush. They got tiny ones. And then I got this one. But the bigger ones that is totally loaded. And I posted it, took a picture. I'll put the picture in here. And after at the end of the at the end here, I'll put the picture I took in. Anyways, let her know. Yeah, if you would like to come over right now and have a look at what I got. And she said, yeah, I sure will. And so she zipped over here and we spent the next half hour or so touring my yard. I showed her she was interested in my little fruit orchard here. And I took her back there, showed her the pumpkin patch and all the rest of my fruit trees. And yeah, we had a nice little visit. And then she went home, told her, bring your biggest mixing bowls and whatever, and take as many cherries as you want. I told her, as long as you have one of those little things that you can run the cooked fruit through, you'll get all the pulp and skin on it in one and juice, and then it'll spit the seeds out on the other end. And then you can, she even picked them. We sat here and picked cherries and ate them. So I never got back to my weeding. It's still waiting there. I'm pretty sure the irises that I did weed were very happy today to see the sunshine. I'm gonna have to get out here tomorrow morning. Tomorrow's Wednesday morning. I don't have to be work till 10. I don't have to be anywhere early. So we're gonna come out here tomorrow morning and finish this job here. And we'll get it done pretty quick. And we'll even cut back all the suckers on the Russian olive and get all the thistles and grass away from the Nanking cherry over here. Yeah, we'll get all this done. Oh God, that's a mess. Anyways, sun's gonna be going down soon. And yeah, life sometimes just gets busy, you know? You get home and all of a sudden you got people texting you, wanting to drop by, having nice long visits, having nice long chats. Those are good. Really good. And next thing you know, it's the sun's going down. And you'll be lucky if you catch the sunset. Oh boy, there it is. So anyways, I'll set you guys up to watch the sun go down. And I'm just going to go back in the house and maybe smash those cans, the empty cans that from my energy drinks that are sitting on my table. I need to get that done too. I let it go usually until my table is literally full of cans, and then I have people say, "You didn't do anything with those cans?" Yeah, I'm gonna smash them someday. Yeah, I shouldn't let it go that long, and it's already starting to clutter up the end of my table, which means I don't have room to do anything on my table. But I'll let you guys watch the sun go down. And God bless. And I'll see y'all on the next video.